Boxing truth here. Let's talk about Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. He's in the news now. As Mike Coppinger broke the news, Golovkin just dumped Loeffler for Eddie Hearn. A new partnership with Eddie Hearn between Golovkin and Eddie Hearn will be announced this week, as Golovkin has finalized terms for his upcoming fight in October against Sergey Derevyanchenko for the vacant IBF world title in the middleweight division. It's a very important fight for Golovkin, as this is a fight that will truly earn Golovkin an opportunity at another crack at Canelo, something that he really wants, since he still believes he won both fights. And it's a chance for Golovkin to make a statement against a world-class middleweight. The guy who's been vying for a world title for quite some time has earned himself another crack at the world title, a vacant strap. And Derevyanchenko will provide some answers for Golovkin, where Golovkin's at in his career. Is he still a top middleweight? Can Golovkin still make any statements at the world-class level? Can he really make a statement against Derevyanchenko? We're going to find out on October 5th if Golovkin is still a top middleweight. But that's all it takes for Golovkin to make a change in his team. Just one little loss. Just one loss, and Golovkin has just made a whole new faceless of his team. Got rid of his trainer, fired Abel Sanchez's ass, got rid of the Herman brothers, his managers. He's possibly going to be in litigation with them over some money. And got rid of Tom Loeffler, a guy who helped him out dramatically in his career. Was able to make a deal with HBO, expose him to the United States audience, and now here Golovkin is. He's pretty much one of the bigger stars in the game. He's one of the more popular fighters in the game. Still has a big brand, still has a big name, even though he got embarrassed by Canelo last September. But this will prove if Golovkin deserves the chance at another crack at Canelo, if he can defeat Derevyanchenko, a solid opponent, a top 10 middleweight. He didn't look good in his last fight against Koke, but Derevyanchenko is a lot better than, I would say, the majority of Golovkin's opponents, especially a bum-ass Steve Rolls. Derevyanchenko will provide some answers. He's a more skillful, he's a better boxer, more defensively responsible than Steve Rolls. So it's a solid fight to see where Golovkin's at, whether he deserves another crack at Canelo or not. Golovkin has to make a statement in this fight. It's got to be a dominant win. So Golovkin ended up giving his strap away to this guy, since a huge payday was hanging in the balance with Canelo Alvarez last year. And now he gets a chance to regain one of his old straps by defeating the guy that he refused to fight and gave away his belt. A chance to make a statement against a world-class middleweight. So Eddie Hearn now has some much-needed ammunition in the middleweight division. He's got some players now in the middleweight and super middleweight divisions. Billy Joe Saunders, Danny Jacobs, he's got Golovkin, he's got Andrade. So Eddie Hearn's making some moves. Has that another big name, or at least a partnership with him going forward. And this is an important fight for Golovkin, to see where he's at, to see if he's still a top middleweight. He's revamped his team, new trainer, new promoter, or a new partnership, new managers, new attitude, being looked at as a villain now. But Golovkin's career is coming to an end. The sand in the hourglass is almost completely empty. I'm not sure how he does against Deryochenko. You would think he could beat him. Maybe he has enough left to beat him. But can he put in another knockout statement, another knockout performance? Because that's what he needs in order to really build any interest, more interest, or any juice that he could possibly even be a threat to Canelo in the third fight. He has to knock out Deryochenko. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that the plan was ruined. Golovkin's career has been saved. I'm not sure if Deryochenko could put an end to Golovkin's career. I wouldn't bet on it. But the plan was for Canelo to fight Deryochenko, and Munguia was supposed to fight Triple G in October and put an end to that career. But Deryochenko's team had no interest in fighting Canelo. They knew they couldn't beat Canelo, even turned down a reported $5 million to fight Canelo. I mean, how many mandatory challengers do you hear get a guaranteed $5 million paydays? It's unheard of. Unless you're in the heavyweight division, unless you're a big name, or unless you're fighting a big name. But it's been reported that Deryochenko is getting about the same, or perhaps a little more, to fight Golovkin. I find that hard to believe. I would like to know how the hell Deryochenko is getting the same amount to fight Golovkin as he would to fight Canelo. But it pretty much ruined the plan. Golovkin's career has been saved, since Munguia would have put an end to that had that fight materialized. But this is not an easy fight for Golovkin. It will be a real fight. He's fighting a Hearn client in Deryochenko. And Deryochenko will provide answers. He will provide a test to see where Golovkin's at in his career. Loeffler is done. He's been on the outs for a while. His role was drastically reduced after the loss to Canelo, and now it's been the nails in the coffin is here. He's out. No longer in part of Golovkin's team, I don't believe. Not this new partnership with Eddie Hearn has been announced, so Loeffler's services shouldn't be needed any longer. New team, new attitude. Let's see where Golovkin's career goes from here. He's got an opportunity against Deryochenko to make a statement and to earn his right for a third crack at Canelo. New chapter going forward for Triple G, but not much to be excited about for Golovkin. He's 37 years old, only has maybe less than a handful of fights in him. If he fights Canelo again, it'll be the end. If he fights Munguia, it will be the end. I'm not sure about Deryochenko. Perhaps he has enough left to eke out a life and death struggle decision. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.